Now I know whose phone that is.
It was a reminder to turn it on vibrate.
Brad.
So
You got a reminder to do that.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It is 6 o'clock. I would like to call this meeting to order. Thank you for attending. Scott Bowling, would you mind doing the Pledge of Allegiance for us? Thank you. If you all stand, please.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
James, could you say our prayer, please?
Be glad to.
Thank you.
Let's bow our heads, please. Our gracious Heavenly Father, bless the day that you give us to live in your world and your city and your government. As we just go along with your bylaws and your rules and your regulations that you provide for us in your holy name. In God's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Just to let everybody know, we have JJ on the phone. He will be voting member tonight. He is in Chicago, where it is currently, what temperature, JJ?
-16.
-16. Yikes.
Well, he's a smart one being up there this time.
Okay,
Soon enough,
I'm sure. You just got there today, did you not?
and I'm already ready to get back home.
I'm sure. Okay, the first on the list is, the agenda approval. That's this agenda approval. Is there any questions or changes anybody wants? Okay, can I get a motion for agenda approval, please?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you, Scott. All in favor? Thank you. Minutes approval from December 14th, 2023, public hearing minutes, December 14th, 2023, work session minutes, and December 18th, 2023, regular session minutes. Before I ask for a motion, is there any questions on those minutes? No questions? Okay, can I get a motion, please?
Make a motion for approval.
Thank you, James. All three of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second. All in favor? Great, thank you. JJ?
I'm in favor.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, I didn't ask you about the agenda approval.
I approve.
Okay.
I approve as well.
Thank you. Okay, old business, Resolution 24-01. This is the water purchase agreement with Barrow County. Before I ask for a motion, is there any further questions on the agreement? JJ, do you have any?
I don't.
Okay.
I've reviewed all of it and think it looks great.
Okay, great, thank you. Is there a motion then?
I'll make a motion.
Motion to approve? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor of approval? JJ,
I'm in favor.
of approval?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you. Old business number 2, Resolution 24-02. This is the IGA lease agreement for 69 City Square. This is what the DDA has recommended. We need to recommend back to them that there will be an agreement, an IGA agreement. Is there any questions before I ask for a motion? No questions? JJ, any questions?
No question.
Okay, is there a motion for approval?
I make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Dr. Sterling. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, James. All in favor? JJ?
I'm in favor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, new business, number 1, final plat for Creekside Village Townhomes. Before I ask for any motion, I would like to ask Dr. Jerry White if there's been any updates that you would like to let the council know.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. 4 points. The first one is that Mr. Tripp is in the audience. He has agreed to the 1,800 square foot housing size minimum, He has agreed to do that, and in fact, he has given us some architectural elevations and also floor plans that show that they will meet the 1,800 square foot minimum. Secondly, we do have the bond in hand, so he's checked that box. The paving, Third Point paving has been done. He sent that to us, sent a picture of that showing that that's been done. And, of course, the bond will cover any kind of issues associated with, failure of the pavement or anything like that. And
Just
then
paving of the street?
Of the turnaround, the Hammerhead
the hammerhead.
turnaround. That was unpaved as of the last time that we met, but he's got that paved. And so, the final point was, remember that the council asked, Mr. Tripp to agree to share architectural elevations with us. He's brought those in. I don't think that on short notice that you really want to approve those tonight, or we haven't made a recommendation to approve them, but you could if you'd like, but I would suggest that that we schedule that for a future agenda since it wasn't part of the package or anything like that. And so the staff recommendation is for approval, and we believe everything is in order at this time.
Approval minus the elevation approval.
Yeah, the elevation really doesn't have anything to do with the final plat. That's an action that needs to be done before a building permit would be issued. And so if we scheduled that for, I think, next month, we'd be okay. I asked Mr. Tripp about when he was pulling building permits. He's focused on closing on the property as soon as possible once this final plat gets approved. And it won't be a whole long time before he begins asking for building permits. So we could schedule that for February. Is that okay with you, Harold?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Council, is there any follow-up questions?
Jerry, how much was, for how much money are we holding as far as the,
It was, what was it, 80,000 or 100,000?
$81,190.
$81,000?
Cost to do it would have been $81,170, 186 something.
So how much is our bond?
The bond amount was 81,000,
Okay.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
In making these units 1,800 square feet plus, did we sacrifice any driveway length?
There's a lot of echo.
What was the question, Tina? I didn't hear it.
In getting the heated square footage up to 1,800 to comply with code, I wondered if they had sacrificed any driveway length, because again, I'm worried about impeding the sidewalk and street parking.
At 28 to 31 foot, what we did, we had, close to 30 foot in the backyard. We had to pick up an additional 5 foot in the 20-foot units, so we took that to the backyard, but that'll still leave us with 24, 25 foot of backyard, which is pretty standard even on a detached.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Dr. Weiss, I did have a question. On hookup fees for the water and sewer and stuff, will we be collecting those up front, or?
No, we collect them at the time of building permit issuance. And so there'll be 6 units, in most cases, per building. So he'll come in with a building permit for, say, 6 units in that building, and he'll pay the impact fees and the water and sewer fees on those units at the time he requests them to be issued.
Any other questions, council? Okay, is there a motion from the council?